Far up in the Douro wine country of northern Portugal, the work of man and the work of nature come together. From the early 19th century, a long distance upriver in the Douro Valley, Quinta do Vesúvio became the region's showpiece vineyard, earning a legendary reputation and the title of Queen of the Douro. Having acquired this extraordinary estate in 1989, the Symington family has recovered and expanded the vineyard and made Vesúvio a byword for exceptional quality. Vesúvio is in the eastern end of the Douro region, an area known as the Douro Superior, characterised by very hot summers and very cold winters, with the lowest rainfall in the region. The schist soils of Quinta do Vesúvio are low in organic matter, making them ideal for the production of vintage ports, with low-yielding vines providing concentrated, well-structured wines. Lying on the south bank of the Douro River, Vesúvio's vineyards are mainly northwest and west-facing, cooler aspects which shield them from the intense heat of the summer sun. The mountainous terrain provides Vesúvio with other diverse orientations facing all points of the compass. The estate is divided into two principal vineyards, naturally separated by a ridge. The first is a main valley straddled by steep terrace slopes reaching up to 500 metres. And the second is a vineyard called Val da Teja, with predominantly west-facing slopes. The wealth of micro-terroirs provides the winemaker with incredible scope for composing superb vintage ports year on year. A principal component of Vesúvio's vintage ports is the Touriga Nacional from the main valleys of Raposa and Pombal vineyards. The mature Raposa plantings combine altitude with cooler northwest facings. The other main component is the Touriga Franca of the Val da Teja, whose vines are half a century old. The maturity of these vines adds complexity and formidable structure to Vesúvio's vintage ports. The Sauzon is valued at Vesúvio for its generous acidity, which contributes freshness and balance. As the Alicante contribution has gained in importance for its volume and structure, so the Castellos parcels, where it is planted, have featured more prominently in the vintage port blend. Quinta do Vesúvio's vintage ports are made in the property's magnificent winery built in 1827, in which the grapes are trodden in time-honoured fashion in the granite lagars by teams of up to 50 people. A tradition passed down through the centuries in one of the last places on earth where grapes picked during the day are trodden in the cool of night, accompanied by music and dancing. With hard work and skill, this remarkable estate consistently produces vintage ports that have attained legendary reputation around the world.